Hello everybody, welcome to another video from Kaizoku Dad channel. And so today I'm doing something a little bit different. It's not a deck profile video that I usually make. This is actually more of a how to play against Zoro deck, specifically as a yellow Big Mom deck. And the reason I'm doing this is because I my main deck that I've decided to go with is a yellow Big Mom deck, and it's a deck that I've been enjoying a lot. And as I'm trying to learn this deck, I am trying to play against it, or use it and learn this how to play against specific matchups, Um, and as I'm learning how to use the deck against these matchups, I'm learning a lot from it, and I wanted to share what I'm learning with all of you. So if you're, wanting to play the yellow deck, specifically the Big Mom yellow deck, and you want to learn how it does against certain matchups, then the next couple of videos that I'll be making, those are for you. So, and the first video that I'll be doing is against Zoro. So, and the reason why I chose Zoro is because it's a really common red leader. That if you go to locals, you'll probably run into at least one. Probably more than one Zoro deck, but they're that common, and for a reason, good reason too. They're really strong. They're really fast. The traditional Zoro is, a very kind of aggressive playstyle. Um, and since yellow is a deck that's more of a mid-range deck, so being able to navigate the very early stages of the game to make it to your final stages where you can play your big minions can be a little bit tricky sometimes, especially depending on the flow of the game. But hopefully with these videos, you can learn just what I've learned, the strategies that I've learned, how to play against Zoro. Um, so yeah, okay, so kind of like the flow of this video is I'm just going to introduce to you the important cards that you want to see in the matchup against Zoro, and then just kind of hopping into some games so that you can see it played out. So these cards are pretty important in the matchup. Okay, so Zoro generally wants to go first because it is aggressive. It wants to, try to end the game as quickly as possible. And Big Mom Yellow in general wants to go second. So um, I want to say the majority of the times when you're playing against Zoro, you will go second. Um, doesn't matter if you win. If you win the coin toss, you choose second. If Zoro player wins the coin toss, they will most likely pick first. But so this is just going in, assuming that you're going second. But in those games where you do go first, the general idea is still the same. Um, you're just your first two turns are just a lot more slower. Um, but we'll get into that. I think there is a game. Um, but yeah, no, we'll get into that in a bit. So these are the first. These cards are important. Um, Going second, right? Um, you want to see this Katakuri in your hand. This is, I think, the most important card that you can start off with, because when Zoro goes first on Zoro's second turn, they will be attacking you. So that's the 3 Dawn turn. Then when it's your turn on your 4 Dawn turn, when you are able to play this, you should be able to automatically attack with it as well. If the Zoro player just plays the way 90% of Zoro players play. That's why you absolutely need this card. Because when it's your turn to play him on your 4 Dawn turn, you can automatically just clear um, a minion that is rested, or you can just simply attack face and establish a body while not getting too far behind in terms of life. So this is a pretty big pressure for Zoro. If you don't start off with Katakuri, um, then just having a vanilla forecast is good. Obviously, this is better, but this is good enough. So I think if your opening hand starts off with any of the forecast characters, that's good enough. But this is the priority, definitely. Your first two, your turn, your 4 dawn turn and your 6 dawn turn, you're just gonna be really, you're only really gonna be playing forecast characters. That's why it's important to have those. Um, on your 6 dawn turn, you'll have you'll use 4 dawn to play another 6 cost, another 4K 6K. I'm sorry, another 4 cost 6K character, and you'll have 2 floating dawn that you can use for your heroes or your leader's ability to be able to swap something out from your life, with a card in your hand. So essentially, kind of like a trigger. Um, so that's why you kind of want to go second, because your turns line up really well, especially when you have like strong triggers in your hand, like Brule, Thunderbolt, or Shirahoshi. So these are other important cards that you want in your hand. Maybe not all of them at once. Maybe 1 or 2 of these cards. But yeah, those are important cards to have. So this is how your first 3 turns kind of look like. On your first turn, on your 2 dawn turn, you're probably not going to do anything. The only way you'll be able to do anything is if you have this pudding, um, and you'll be able to plan and search something out. Otherwise, your first turn, you just pass. Your second turn on 4 dawn, you play a 4 cost. Um, if you have Katakuri, then you rush, then you clear something. If Zoro player played something on turn 1 and then they attack with it on their second turn, you pretty much you clear that small minion with either your hero or with Katakuri. If not, then you just go face with Katakuri and try not to get too far behind from life. Um, or you can just play Opera if you don't have Katakuri and just leave it standing. They will be used to kind of control the board, both of these characters, because whatever your opponent brings out, at, with 6K attack, you'll most likely be able to just clear it very easily. The Zoro will have to use resources if they want to keep their board. So that's how your second and third turn will. Your third turn will look like putting in another 4 cost character, along with your hero's ability to put down a trigger from your hand. Probably one of these, depending on the state of the game. If the game is going too fast for you, putting down a Thunderbolt or a Brule to kind of slow it down is a good option. If the game is going exactly how you want it, not enough, you don't feel pressured from the Zoro, then you can put down a Shirahoshi as your trigger to kind of draw more cards and get you to the late game with more counters. Um, that's how your first 3 turns will generally look like. On your fourth turn, you definitely want the Katakuri. That's because on the on Zoro's 5th dawn turn, which is what, their third turn. On your third turn, you're playing this. On Zoro's third turn, they're probably playing like a Marco, which is the 5 cost Marco, the new one from OP-3, which the effect is if it gets KO'd, you can discard an event and bring it back to life. So it's a pretty annoying card. But by turn 5, or on their third dawn turn, it should already be in the field, or they'll probably have like the Rush Zoros, maybe even a Luffy, a Rush Luffy, whatever those are. When you get to your 4th turn, which is your 8th dawn turn, which is the Katakuri turn, having this and playing it to clear one of those big minions, it's pretty vital. It kind of swings back the momentum back into your turn, because now you've kind of soft cleared a big minion and you've established your big minion. And by this time, hopefully your 4Ks are still alive. you do want to think how you want to use the counters in your hand. You want to, like, Big Mom doesn't mind going down to 3 life, so that she can, take full advantage of her ability. Um, so I think at the beginning, what I usually do is I use more of my counters to protect my characters, my 4 cost characters, as opposed to my life. Once I'm getting down to my 8th turn, then I don't mind these guys dying as much, because you are about to go into Katakuri and Linlin. And these bodies will pretty much essentially replace these 2 bodies. But again, if you have these guys alive by the time your Katakuri is there, and you're still at 3 dawn life, not 3 dawn, just three life, 3 cards in your life, you're sitting pretty well. Um, and yeah, so you use this to clear the rush Zoro, or the rush Luffy, um, or the Marco. You can even attack into rush Zoro with these before committing the Katakuri, just to get like cards out of your opponent's hands. I usually do that too. I like them to use your counters to just try and save Zoro, and then at the end, yeah, I've these guys are rested. I'm not really going for life at this end of the stage. I'm still trying to control the board, and if I can get counters out of their hands and then just kind of create whatever card they were trying to protect anyways, it's perfectly fine with me. Um, if they let it die and you still have your 8 dawn for Katakuri, then I usually like to bring something back to my life, like a Shirahoshi that's already been triggered, or maybe even another pudding, just to increase my life. Because you want this guy on the field, because you're setting up your turn tens to be able to close out the game. So don't be afraid to use Katakuri on some of your own cards, especially cards with trigger, even with like a Brule. But Shirahoshi is probably the best, and Pudding is good too because you can put get an extra life, put it back to your hand. You can either use it to search or use it as a counter. Um, so if you don't have good Katakuri targets, then yeah, some of your own cards are good enough as well. So, and then your turn tens, obviously, you're just gonna in. So, um, these are the cards that you want to see in your hand. These are the important cards that are going to win you the game, that are going to control the game against Zoro, and definitely win you the game. So I have these games lined up for you so you can watch. They're pretty. I learned a lot from them. They're pretty fun. I did lose one, I believe, and the one that I lost was because, again, I didn't have this guy. This guy's so vital. Um, and I think I didn't have this Katakuri, but I did have Opera, and it kept me going until the late game. But without this, it's so hard to set up your 10 cost Big Mom safely without having him on the board. So, um, yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of review, and hope you guys enjoy the games against Zoro. Until the next one. Okay, so we are gonna play against this Zoro. We're gonna go second. We are looking for Katakuri, which we got. He's probably the most important one to get when you're playing against Zoro. Simply because you're gonna be taking life, and he's gonna be giving you rush, so it's so easy to clear the board with Katakuri. And he's at 6k, so it's hard to take down too. So, that's why I decided to keep this hand. We're gonna pass. Usually with Big Mom against Zoro, I like to go down to at least 3 life before I start countering out. Simply because at 3 life I can start using my hit leader's ability. So hopefully he attacks, which should activate our rush. Okay, that's fine. We'll take that. And we'll take the one from Zoro too. Okay. Um, didn't attack, so he's probably already used to this Katakuri stuff. Which is good too. We're just gonna view our life. Looking for a trigger, so I'm just gonna put this at the bottom. We will. We have enough counters to protect them, so it's fine. And we're just gonna keep attacking. So we'll just see what he tries to do here. I was gonna go one into that. I don't mind giving up a Shirahoshi. And then one Brule is fine. You want to protect your characters more than your life at the start. Just because your life, you can always get it back with like Katakuri and Big Mom, but having a board is just, I think it's just very important, so much more important than your life at this point. So here we are. We're gonna try and take out Zoro. Yeah, we're gonna try and take out the Sanji. Unfortunately, we don't have another 4, but we do have a Brule. I'm not gonna use the effect. We're gonna put down the Brule. Just because we're running out of counters from hand. Okay, I mean, we did play right into that Marco, so, but we're gonna cut a Curry next turn, then followed by Big Mom. This would have been better last turn, but now it'll probably be used more for a counter. So we're gonna attack. Counters, and then attack. And we're gonna put this Marco to the bottom. Okay, so we have board. Now we probably, even if he does attack it, probably won't counter unless it's like a 1k. We need to start using Big Mom. So I'll let him have it, and then I'll let him attack my just life. Yeah, I think we're already past him. Although, yeah, because I can't. Will it stop him from developing something else? No, it's fine. I think we just need the cards in hand. Yeah, we need the counters, and we're playing Big Mom anyways, and yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, he's playing a blocker. So we're gonna Big Mom for sure. I think we're just gonna knock out the Makino. She's more of a threat. There's the Big Mom. There's the one Rad Beam. That's cool. Okay, there's the blocker Marco. We'll take it. If he goes face, we'll take it. Again, we need more cards, and it puts us at 3 that we can use the effect. Probably put Brule on top, but okay, yeah, we'll take that. Do we want to trigger for this? I think we do, actually, and I think we're gonna. I prefer this having a searcher next turn. Yeah, we'll take it. That's fine. Okay, so let's see. Let's search first. So we got nothing, just to 2k. Okay, we're gonna be adding Brule for sure. So we're gonna be doing this. Okay. Now we use our Big Mom's ability. We're gonna take top, put that there. We're gonna kill the Luffy though, that's for sure. F5. What are we gonna do with the extra dawn? It's already too late for it, but it's okay. And we're probably gonna put our Brule at the bottom. That might be better. Okay, so we got counters, we have a blocker, and we have a board. He only has 1 life left, so it's not the end of the world, actually. We technically have 3 lives. This one is just a problem. Oh, now there's 2 problems. But it's not too bad, actually. We can take 1, I think. Just because I don't know what the top one is. Okay, it's an extra 2k. Oh yeah, that's right, we put it at the bottom. So if this attacks... Just depends if he has that 1 event card that goes through rushers. He might. $6k, that's good. Yeah, because if we take it now, we have a lot of counter in our hands. He only has 5 dawn left. Taking it now means we can use our Brule. He has to attack. He has to put 2 dawn on the Luffy. At least. He has 5 dawn left, so 6, 11, 12. Do we have 12 counter? 5, 7, 9, 11. We do. So even if he puts everything on Luffy, we should be fine. So we're gonna do this. So he needs to put 2 at least. Unless he Marcos it, and even then it's easier to counter out. And even if he has another Luffy, it costs 5. And it's easy. He like, yeah, okay. At least 2. Yeah, we have enough for that. There you go. Okay. There you go. Easy peasy. Yeah, GG. Yep, there you go. Okay, so we're going second again. This is actually a pretty good hand. Again, we need to cut a curry, and we need to put in. We got an extra pudding this time, so that's really good. We're keeping this. Generally speaking, Zoro wants to go first, so the good thing is that the majority of the time, Big Mom's gonna go second. So, and that works for us because of this. So we're gonna draw this. We have a 2K counter. We have a searcher. I don't know if I want Big Mom or Thunderbolt. Or maybe more 2Ks. I think more 2Ks is not bad to be able to protect these guys. Again, like the first part is just board control. Okay, here's the Vista. That's okay. I'm gonna view our top life. I'm gonna place this at the bottom. The cool thing about Big Mom's ability is that we can get cards from the bottom too. So we're just trying to maximize our chances of getting a trigger and putting the cards that we can draw later at the bottom so that we can use Big Mom. Don't forget to attack with Big Mom. Okay. Now we'll take one more. And that's pretty much all that we'll take. Now we can start using our ability. So I think we're gonna use Katakuri first to see what's on top. Okay. We're gonna leave it there. We're gonna draw from the bottom. But we're gonna attack first. Attack. Use card. Take bottom. We're gonna put. I think we're gonna put a Charlotte there. We can just discard the other one for its trigger. Yeah, so he's trying to kill that, so I don't mind losing a pudding. And I don't mind a brulee either. Interesting. Okay. So you didn't want to use that. I think that's fine, honestly. We will probably take that and use that. Okay. Now we're just gonna have to try and do board control here. It sucks that we don't have our Big Mom yet. That's like the biggest thing that we're missing. And this. Then we're gonna clear this. Again, board control. And then putting this to the bottom. Okay. So now we don't want to be taking too much life now. Just because, like, we don't have our big mom. If we had our big mom, maybe. I think this is a Sanji. Don't know what the bottom one is. So if she attacks face, we're countering out. Okay, 7. I know that's a Sanji. I just don't know what the bottom one is. If worse comes to worse, we can cut a curry for life, but it does feel bad. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna do that. Okay. 4 is probably the blocker mark of fun. Yeah. Alright. So we're gonna take care of this first. We're gonna show this. We're gonna get Big Mom. And then we are going to just attack for 6 and 6 and 8. And 8. Okay, and then now we're just gonna give ourselves 1 life. Yeah, we could have done this, but we're down to very little life. I think that's fine too, but rush, and Zoro always has rush anyways. So okay, he's doing 9. Can't do much about that. We have 4 attackers, 5 attackers. 1 life is going to be gone. So, and we're gonna get an extra life. So it's not bad actually. We can use pudding again if necessary, or just use it as a counter. Yeah. Okay, Vista. He has nothing to pop. Is he just probably just setting up for next turn if he survives? Yeah, he's setting up for next turn for sure. Yeah, so this is definitely the play. Got rid of the red beam, nice. We'll attack with our 5Ks first. That's it, yeah. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. We're gonna do a rematch. He's gonna go first. Again, they always want to go first. We don't have our Katakuri, and we don't have any 4K, so we're gonna mulligan. Okay. Well, at least we got the pudding. Okay, so we're gonna use our pudding. We want to get a 4K at least. It's gonna have to be opera. Take it. Might as well trigger. Okay. Yeah, no Katakuri, which is fine, I guess. But we got opera. Can't complain too much. Got the white beard, so we both got triggers. And you got the OP-3 Marco, which will probably be dropping now. Yeah, we'll take that. So we're gonna drop this and put this into our life. Attack. Only the 2. We're gonna do, I think, well, we'll just take bottom, that's fine. And then put that right there. And then we're gonna put another 6k. It'd be nice to have a Katakuri 8 cost. Okay, he drew Rad Beam. And got nothing from Dadan, that's good. And you got another Marco. Okay, so what is he gonna do? He's gonna attack first. Yeah, we're gonna defend that. Yeah, he's gonna get 2k from us. Sure. Okay. That's fine. So it kind of sucks that we don't have the Katakuri to get rid of this. We have Big Moms. 2 of them. So that means we just need a clear board. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna take bottom. Yeah, okay. Not good. And do this. We're gonna put down the Pearl-Sparrow, but it kind of sucks that we have another Pearl-Sparrow. So, yeah, we're not trying to go life here. We're just trying to delete his resources. Yeah. So. Let's see what he does. And the only reason I didn't put more Dawn on these when attacking him is because there really is no point. Because all he needs to do to make this survive is just discard 1 card. So I know that's a Pearl-Sparrow. We're gonna delete that. We're gonna try and not take as much life as possible. And we'll be willing to sacrifice these guys. Okay, he's going life. We're gonna have to take that. I don't know if I should trigger though. Discard 1 Big Mom? If I discard 1 Big Mom, it does set up for potentially lethal, but I doubt it. He has so many cards in his hand. So is 2 Big Moms better? Well, just do that. Yeah, it's game anyways. I don't know, maybe if I should, yeah. Alright, round 3 goes first. We have our pudding. We don't have, we can probably search something off pudding. This isn't bad. The last time we failed because we couldn't get this guy. But now we have him. So, and we can search something out with pudding. And then we have the big mom, so that's good. Yeah. This is fine. This looks a lot better. So either he doesn't attack, which is great. We're still putting this down anyways. So, drop Vista. 7, take. Okay. Now we're doing this. View our top life. We're keeping it there. And then we're attacking. So this is much better. We take the life, we get a blocker. And then we can set up for Perospero. Okay. That's fine. It's all pretty cookie cutter once we have the cards. And is there a better one? That's the only trigger that we have. We can't really block this if he goes to the face, but we can block that. Yeah. Red beam. Oh, another Zoro. That hurts. But we can counter out. Unfortunately, that has to happen. Okay, so now we get Katakuri. Probably put this on top. Or at the bottom, actually, because we don't know what this one is. It could be game changer. So this is what we'll do. I'm going to do it like this. Probably get resources out from him. There goes one of those. That's cool. That's fine. To the bottom. Now we're just gonna Big Mom next turn. We can defend once. Not a problem. We already have a Brule in there. That's fine. She's gonna keep going. Clear face again, or clear board. Not much we can do in that instance, but clear that. Keep using that. We have another Charlotte, so I'm gonna just use our life to kind of come back from everything. So while he's busy clearing the board, we're slowly getting there. OP-3.5 Marco. Oof. That hurts. I'll take that. Do we trigger this? I think we will. Oh, that's another one. Man, I thought it was a Brule that I put in there. I'm going crazy then. Damn. 3 Perospiros. Does make things a little bit more difficult. But whatever. And that's it. GG's, dude. Alright. So I'll probably keep playing, but that's pretty much the end of the video. You know, that's kind of how you want your Zoro games to go. So, anyways, until the next one.